Welcome back to CF Podcast, guys. Jason here with the rest of the crew. We got Eliza.
What's up, y'all?
We've got Matt.
What's up, everybody?
And we've got Ryan here.
What's going on, guys?
Today we're here to talk about all the things SHOT Show, predictions, what we feel like's coming out. I mean, this is a very special time of the year, right? It's like the Super Bowl of the industry, man, where everybody gets to unveil their new, or things that came out in Q4 or that they're just trying to push. So, I mean, there's a lot of companies making a lot of cool stuff. I mean, guys, what are we thinking? Some cool stuff on the way? Maybe some stuff from HK, maybe FN, maybe... Okay, Glock already did theirs, but I mean, there's just so much, man.
Yeah, this is going to be our SHOT Show team.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's going to be myself, Matt, Jason, and Eliza on camera.
Woo! Shout out. We are veterans in this game when it comes to sacrificing our body, minds, and sanity for you guys and everything that it comes to showing the goodness that SHOT Show has to offer. So please bear with us as we go through this because it's a lot.
There's a progression from day one where you're like, oh man, this is the greatest show of all time. And then day 4 where you're like, I want to go home. I never want to go to Nevada again.
Damn this dry desert air.
Yeah, exactly.
My lips are so
true.
chapped.
We need to make a meme of that at
Yes.
some point.
I think last year was the Rick and Morty one where like it's like
I
that.
did not have that handle.
Because people don't even realize that when we say day 1, it's actually some of our day 3 because we've been there so long. So shout out to the folks who come and stagger in. We get to clock in and high five to you guys.
Hey, relief squad. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Everybody looking forward to having a case of the crud afterwards. Just
Oh, it always, every single time the SHOT Show crowd.
It creeps up on you. So get your echinacea, ashwagandha, any type of vitamin C,
Zinc.
I carry now some of these, moist towelettes from United. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Pinky's out. And this will be Eliza's first SHOT Show, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yay.
Yes, I mean, I hear, baptism by fire, so we're going to just,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's a good time. You've been to NRA, though, so
Yes.
you kind of know what they're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
excited to
fun.
go with you guys, so that's going to be fun.
You're gonna get bombarded. people are gonna walk up. Oh, can I just get a picture? Oh my God, you're really taller in person than I thought. Like, you do get a lot of creeps, and that's for us too. It's it's scary.
Jason sells feet pics now. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
heard.
I don't know if you know
it
that,
was
but
just because
like-
of SHOT Show.
Yeah, there's some questionable things
Is that
that
how
go
you
on.
bought your
Or
truck?
girl, it's crazy. All right, but let's dive into some great predictions that we got going on with some, very great companies. I mean, there's some teasers that were put out. Of course, like we mentioned, Glock had already dropped their Gen 6. Somebody even said there might be another Glock thing. I don't believe that, at all. You never know.
AR.
Because they, UK, they won the contract for
Yeah.
the UK.
No. Knights won the contract, but they submitted.
No,
for the
UK.
KS3.
No, the KS3 went to the UK soft, but the UK police
Oh, they
picked the
accepted it?
Glock.
Oh, I didn't know that part. So I know for the Hunter program,
Yeah.
they lost.
Right.
But that was the first, I
But they
think,
made it.
public.
But
Yeah,
they
they
made
made
Right.
the gun. Yeah.
All right. So not only, watches, power grids, polymer systems, and horse insemination, they've also got ARs now. That's crazy.
Knives, I think, is somewhere in there
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Also,
Yeah.
like one of the biggest owners of private jets or something, right?
Yeah, right. I
Like,
think she or they have a large collection somewhere sitting in a hangar. So
A little bit of everything.
Madam Glock, awesome lady. What else? FN?
Yeah, so FN. So Evan put out some teasers, which is really interesting, right? Because most companies, they kind of leave it up to the show, and they might say, hey, we got new stuff coming
Right.
for 2026, but they don't give out some redacted information like they do. It looks like a Black Ops.
Oh, it literally
kinda
says
spec
redacted
sheet.
on it.
Yeah, it is about as redacted as it gets by definition. And we'll put it up on screen. But the first product that they say that they're going to release in 2026 is a tactical rifle.
So,
Now-
they just discontinued
One.
the legacy
LICC.
Why, Matt? That's such a. What could you be getting at? Could you be getting at the Scar Mark II that people put out?
I mean, no company would cancel all of their
no.
existing product of a line and just immediately come out with an updated version of it.
Glock.
I can't imagine what media team would accidentally leak a Scar Mark II so people know it's coming out. Wink, wink. Yeah. And if you look at the back, I mean, so kind of just pushing this forward, the product one, you see a rear sight and a stock. And we've seen that rear sight and stock before.
That's an UGG boot.
That's an UGG boot.
100%.
Famous for the scar. And that is a rear sight that is also famous for the scar.
That's
The
crazy.
little tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's that tower rear sight. So,
They knew what they were doing.
yeah.
Go back to it. All right. So, and then we got a little bit of magazine sticking out of the bottom. And I would say, I mean, compared to the sight, more like a 5.56 mag than a 308.
Agreed. I agree. So I think I think they're probably going to make a 308 and 5.56 to fill in those gaps of where the scar left off. But at least that photo,
Yeah.
definitely
16.
a 5.56.
Just think, it's now a legacy item for the old Scar, right? Unless you have a Scar P, because they're still making them.
They're still making
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of, that was a contract that
Also kind of like Glock.
Yeah.
The slim lines are still a thing, but now they went to the Gen 6 for everything else.
Yeah, that's great. The Belgians are learning from the Austrians. That's
It's all German
I
speakers.
feel like it's
Yeah.
a Spider-Man meme of all. You're European? Here too. So, new product number 2, personal defense pistol. This could be the 309, which has already been
a
announced.
309 tactical.
309. There is an 309 MRD, which I think has like a red dot mount and a extended mag.
Hey,
Could be
all
that.
we wanted was an updated FNX 45 tactical. That's all we wanted.
That's what. So if you look at this photo, Jason, you'll know this since you're an FNX fan.
Oh, it is. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. It's got that.
Yeah. That was my thought too. So it may not be the 309.
Personal defense pistol, bro. If it's a renewed like FNX tactical, I'm keeping
Yeah.
mine and getting another one. So I love that gun. For folks who don't even know, that was the first handgun that was put in special operations that actually accommodated a sight and with a threaded barrel. So that's really
beside
cool.
your irons, of course.
Oh, like an optic. Sorry,
Yeah.
like an optic. So it's really cool. My only gripe about it was big, but then it had like the interchangeable back straps, and if you grip the frame a little too tight, you can actually cause yourself to have a malfunction when you do mag reloads because it's just kind of flimsy. And they never made a mag well for it. So like there's that, but I'm all for it. 15 rounds of 45.
So maybe that's what they're fixing is the flexibility of the material issue.
Yeah.
And, maybe we're going with something that will take a flared magwell or just come stock with it. I mean,
that's a good idea.
Again, just maybe hollering back to Glock where they're like, hey, all the changes that you want to make, just going to be baked into the 6. Maybe they're like, hey, you wanted to add a magwell? Got it. You wanted to add, a better back strap so it's not as thick? Well, we got it.
I'm with it.
It's my personal favorite 45 outside the 1911.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. That the FNX 45 tactical and the
USP.
HK. Well, no, actually, I don't like the USP like that. I'd rather the HK 45, like the regular 45, because the ergos are a little bit better. To me, it was like the precursor to the VP9 series because they all kind of look the same, P30, all that jazz, and it just feels better in hand. And yes, you do get 13 rounds of 45, but it didn't come optics ready. So, hey, of course, Germany. We give you what we give you. So
Yeah, and FN already makes a striker fired 45.
That's true.
The FN 545.
yeah, right.
They're pretty easy to figure out what they mean exactly, but yeah, that's a great gun. So, I mean, they'd have to improve the FNX, so stronger grip.
It's the only gun that hasn't been touched in years.
Yeah, maybe.
So what you're saying is it's time.
I think it's time.
It's due.
It's
better
due.
trigger, better slide serrations.
Yeah, the slide serrations were very tiny on that gun.
I like
for
the
such
trigger.
a chonky.
And single
the
action.
trigger's great.
Personally.
It's one of the better double action, single action polymer gun triggers I've actually felt, which is kind of crazy.
They could update the red dot interface
System, yeah.
because that was when it was like, hey, you stick an RMR in that thing and that's about it. And like there's
Right.
not that you had a doctor and like RMR, and that was the ball game at the time when that came out.
My buddy runs his with an Acro on it, it looks sick, and he's got like this Osprey 45, and I'm just like, God, shout out to you, Mike. It's a dream. So yeah, what else is going on? We got some
EOTech action.
Oh.
With the Decibel.
Oh, their suppressor.
Their
Yeah.
suppressor.
I don't understand why they would get into the suppressor game. They brought us
Everybody
suppressors
is.
before OGL, but they announced the OGL too.
Look,
So
if I could predict one thing for the SHOT Show, it's that there are going to be so many new suppressors. Like, guys, without a doubt, I'm telling you right now, we're going to make a top 5 suppressors of SHOT
Oh,
Show.
yeah.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
if there's ever been a year where that matters, it's this year.
And to give context for people out there who might live under a rock and don't understand why this year is so significant for suppressors, keep in mind that as of now, as of this month, the $200 tax for transferring with suppressors has been waived. And so you can acquire suppressors, still going through basically the same process, but with no tax.
Extra 200.
Yeah. So, I mean, certainly we've seen an explosion in interest for the past several months, really, but specifically now, due to the fact that has come into effect.
And they're coming back fast too. The e-forms, the acceptance. Like we all predicted it was going to take a while, right?
Yeah.
And
we thought they'd be inundated.
Yeah. And it seems like, especially if you've already filled out suppressors in the past, they're getting through like within 24 hours for some people, which is crazy.
That's wild.
Never in my wildest dream would I have said that was going to happen. I thought it was going to be backed up.
you mean .gov is actually doing their job?
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
think, well, they figured out that what the internet could hold within it, the faster wait times and everything else, and maybe expediting processes. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. It's a new thing.
Not
New.
really. Yeah, not
Yeah,
really.
that's what I'm saying. That's the joke.
Not
Yeah.
really a .gov thing there. Customer service? Who are you going to complain to? The government? Like
What everyone else figured out in about 2005, they were like, "Hey, the internet's the best thing ever."
Very much true. Very much true.
So yeah, I mean that's what we're looking at for suppressors. I'm excited about the decibel.
Yeah.
Do you know more about it?
Not too much, honestly. That one's very interesting to me because I mean, EOTech, it's interesting to step kind of. It's a big sidestep from what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense in one way because they make accessories for
Right,
things,
yeah.
and they make aluminum accessories at that, metal in general. So it's not that much of a kind of pivot from what they normally do.
Right.
But then it almost gets into more of the direct action firearm equipment,
Right.
which makes you wonder
Where else are they going to go?
exactly could they go
EOTech
into
rifle?
exactly could you go into firearms themselves? Yeah, I mean
It
it's
might
an
take them
interesting-
5 years, but
Yeah.
like the OGL, the civilian model.
Yeah, which is another new thing. I mean, new thing. Yeah.
It was announced in 2023, and it's finally coming out 3 years later. I get it. FDA actually controls anything when it comes to lasers or how they're emitted, so it's not their fault. But they did fall on the price. They said, "Oh, it's not going to cost that much. It's going to be cheaper." Retail is $2,300.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said it was going to be like right in the $1,500
And that's
mark.
for the civilian model? Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to us for getting the full power.
Yeah, Jason and I got full powers from a buddy years, like, what was it, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
And is there any are they departing from the full power at all? Besides, obviously, the intensity
Oh, there's a
of the laser?
difference. There's a
There is.
clear difference, and especially when it comes to the illumination. Like the illuminator, the IR1, you can clearly see night and day with that. So just FYI, when it comes down to it, Food and Drug Administration still monitors how your eyes get cooked. So
That is so weird.
Yeah.
The FDA monitors.
FDA is the one who controls if you can have a class 1 or class 3 laser. So
Interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like eating lasers
I know.
as much as the
I
next
like
guy, but
fluoride
it's still
in my
strange.
water.
Maybe that's the idea. Like, you could use it to sterilize water if you pass the laser through it enough. And I don't know.
It's intake through
You're
your
like-
eyes. It's very strange.
But yeah, they've also got some other cool stuff. Finally, they're shipping the 3-9. That's funny because remember the 3-9 that we loved, like the
Oh,
little
yeah, yeah.
optic, like oh, we want to get one. They started shipping that, and then they announced a 4-12 or something.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's like, all right, take the lowest magnification, multiply it by 3. Next year is going to be a 5-15.
Yeah. And then but then the 4-12 will start shipping when the 5-15 actually gets announced. So it's gonna be great.
The year after that, let's depart 1-3. It's like small ACON or small LCAN.
Yeah, real crazy. 1-3.
Yeah.
Maybe you've heard. Stop me if you heard this before, right? Like, Yeah, but no, they've been a really cool company. They've been always good. Oh, I did hear that they are updating the EXP, like the regular EOTechs. They're updating them. So now you're going to have an HD version, which apparently, thank you, it's finally going to have Shake Awake.
Oh.
Okay.
Finally, EOTech getting with the times. I understand. And what folks don't realize is holographic technology is very costly. It's extremely costly. Not only that, it's extremely power hungry. So what you would normally get as 1,000 hours on like, an EOTech when people are like so used to like, oh, I don't have to change my T2 battery for 5 years. Like a hologram takes a lot to project. They're laser etched, and then there's put in there, and then there are 7 ways that is refracted to you to get the perfect image, right? So there's a lot going on. So I understand why EOTech costs the way it does and why it is used in, military, law enforcement, everybody, even civilians love EOTechs. It's just what it is. It's like a gold standard. So they're adding more features. Hopefully it doesn't, drive up the cost too crazy to put a chip in there that just tells it to come on when it's shook. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
So now we've got Vortex, EOTech, and what's the third company that came out with it? This, I think it was in 2025.
Like HoloSun?
No, there was a new. It's that tall holographic site.
Tall holographic. I forgot I know we saw this. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, we'll put it on screen.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet, so I can't remember. But I've seen a couple people show it off on YouTube. I think they sent some out for kind of like review style product. Yeah, it's a company that I haven't heard of before. Yeah, but it's a tall, kind of thinner holographic site. So
Like a truly holographic site. Yeah. So yeah.
to try that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want Vortex to push it further. I want Vortex to get where EOTech is with holographics. I don't know how to do that exactly if you're Vortex. I don't know enough behind the engineering, but I know from using an EOTech and from using a Vortex, I like the EOTech more.
Yeah. The reticle on the Vortex is not my favorite for the AMG Huey. It's not my favorite whatsoever. It's a little boxy as well, and the battery life was a question mark. But it'd be cool if they updated the line and then went to a different reticle. I think that'd be cool. Speaking about Vortex, though, their new 1-10 compact,
The Eleanor.
and also they just called it, I guess, the AMG. Comes in black. It's pretty cool. The reticle, the EBR9 reticle is pretty cool. It's awesome. They also have the MRAD one, which is great. And Vortex has always been pushing the envelope when it comes to their glass. They have some of the most superior glass, I'd say, out there. That really rival like other top brands like Leupold, Night Force, like stuff like that. A lot of soft people use. Oh, look, there goes the Eleanor right there on the KS3.
Get that.
There you go.
The KS3.
So if this will be out after this coming Thursday, so cat's out of the bag.
Oh, see if come to it.
Yeah, you can check out Grand Thumb's KS3 at a certain website. You guys know what
It
I'm
might
talking
look
about.
just like this one.
Or you could just go to other places to go find this
Yeah.
thing that you cannot purchase.
No, you can't purchase that.
Yeah.
That's very
You
special.
literally cannot. Yeah.
Possible.
That is like literally contract 1-for-1 on everything. So that's
Overspray and all?
overspray and all.
Overspray.
What's funny, quick story. We were with Mike Grantham, a part of this video being put together, and I think that's going to release this Sunday, right? And he said he wanted to get Mike is obsessive about getting information
Yes.
for the guns, which for his videos ultimately, and it's a great thing, right? If you're going to make a video on something and people are going to share this for generations, you want to make sure you have the correct information. You're not just kind of
Detail oriented.
Yes, you need to be detail oriented. You need to talk to the people who really get behind their product, who had designed it from the ground up, right? So he called Knights to do that, to learn more about it. The guy over at Knights that he was talking to told him, hey, I can give you information on the KS3. However, you can't get it. There's no way to get it. And can you just send me a photo of the one you have? Sends him the photo of the KS3. And he's like, well, you're stupid, so kind of as a joke. I think I was
Right.
kidding around. But the point is that you just can't get the KS3 to the point where Knights is like, hey, how did you even get this? Right?
It's like Pixar didn't happen, right?
Yeah. And I mean, here it is. And someone at home will be able to have it for themselves.
You're going to have
cool.
a clone correct UK soft gun.
Yes.
I am jelly.
It's amazing.
I shot it a little bit.
Yeah, but this is the Eleanor, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That is
specifically.
the Eleanor. So that optic is not
Eleanor,
available.
Acura.
Oh,
Yes,
it's not.
It's
so
not.
It is. So what you're saying is it's different from the AMG?
Yes. It's color wise and everything. It's not, you cannot buy that option from Vortex.
Okay, but is the AMG and the Eleanor the same technology in it?
Yes, but there's some differences when it comes to that. Like you can't get that reticle in the AMG yet. Right? So you can only get the MRAD one. You cannot get the EBR9. So that's really cool. You got one of one, bro. I mean, from Suppressor to SBR to the contract optic package. We're talking even the mount. Like, yeah.
Someone at home is so lucky.
Someone
I'm
is going to be
so
like,
jealous.
go ahead and change your screen picture to Captain Price because that's what you need to do.
And like, I mean, the scope itself is what, like, where's the retail?
$6,700.
And that's on the AMG,
G,
not the Eleanor.
not the Eleanor.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been touching this. I don't know.
White gloves?
I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm the wrong tax bracket for this. I'm sorry.
What's funny is I think the Acro is like the cheapest thing on it. Like even the mount cost a lot.
Magpul.
Oh, well,
yeah.
yeah,
True.
Yeah.
I don't know, that Magpul stock.
I mean that is very true. But like as in
Can't
like
get it.
Yeah. We should have put a light on it. But it's all good. You're getting
No, I mean, yeah. The point is, this is incredible.
Yeah.
This is everything you need right here. You can deck it out a little bit more if you want to.
11.5 that can do 700 meters, folks. It can do it. So just FYI.
I'm seeing a video before this is selected for
Before it leaves?
someone. Yeah, before it leaves here. I'm thinking we should do a 1 to 10 Vortex Razor HD versus Eleanor
versus versus the AMG.
versus the AMG.
Yeah.
All three
Yeah.
1 to 10s from Vortex
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Because I didn't know that. I didn't know it was different.
It's different. It is different. Got to find a 34 millimeter mount. Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
So yeah, man, that gun. Oh, let's talk about the can.
Yes.
Did not think that can was actually going to be good.
Oh.
It was actually really, really good. Like not quiet, like when we say quiet, people think like through in a blackout quiet, like subs. Like no, but that thing was like hearing, like you could pop an ear off and be like, oh, this isn't bad. Okay, cool. And it's small. It is as K as it gets.
But like when you and I did the Knights interview, was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year. And they were talking about that a little bit. So the suppressors, like, absolute sound suppression isn't always the end goal, right?
Right.
Like it is a benefit, but sometimes it's about flash suppression. Sometimes it's about a number of things, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you're going to be shooting at night in the dark, you don't want big flashes, or you don't want maybe the night vision to be disturbed or something. You don't want ground debris to be disturbed as much. There's a lot of reasons you could run a suppressor beside just purely sound suppression.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so, it kind of reminds me of that because they had some pretty short cans.
Yes.
And I mean, that's a pretty short can.
It is. It's extremely short. And it's, I know Huxworks is coin flow through, but it is continuous flow. Can. It's
Continuous flow.
yeah, continuous flow.
Did you? So I shot it a little bit when we were shooting at Grand Thumb's ranch. Did you see like how much gas you got back?
I got a little bit more gas to the face, but I also think it was just because it was just a new gun and then there was stuff. Carbon has to go somewhere, and then it starts depositing. So there is that, and you can see from the side we shot a little bit.
Yeah.
So there is that.
All up here.
Still not that. It was maybe like 10 to 20 mags, something like that.
We shot 4,000 rounds through it. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. It didn't even, not even 500 rounds maybe.
Yeah.
So there's that. Got to get a good intro, Got to make it look good. He also likes to do multiple cuts. You'll think you got it. He'll say boom, be like, well, just one more time.
I'm sure it was such a hassle to have to shoot the gun again, right?
Oh no,
Like,
twist my arm.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. That's what I say every time.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
Oh,
It was cold and rainy, and you were carrying 10 10 pounds of extra weight on you due to the mud on your boots. So, yeah, it was. I almost slipped 3 times.
He was getting paid to shoot guns. That's what I'm hearing.
I almost slipped and ate it 3 times. The one time was really bad by the car.
Did you die though? Did you die?
I mean, I could have been out, man. I could have been taken out. That's it.
He's apparently could have. All right. Yeah. Mike comes out of nowhere and starts shooting back. Get off my lawn.
Like that. Like
Yeah.
backstory, but it's all good.
So yeah, incredible gun. In the KS3 some have already gone out to the public,
Yes.
right?
No.
Very few numbers.
Very few numbers.
I was gonna say there
You gotta
have
know
been
somebody.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's at least 1 or 2 listeners at home that have a KS3. Rare, very rare, but they've been out.
Yeah, you can get the KS1, which is their 13.7 one. Then you got the
13.9?
KS2, which is the 14.5, which is meant to be like a GPR style rifle. This one's meant for CQB. So I love the optic. I love the optic system. It's really cool. It's very fast to get into.
Oh, this is meant for CQB.
Oh my God.
Do you know about the KS4?
Oh, you mean the PDW?
The 10.3 inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that one. I mean, obviously 11.5. Like, who doesn't love an 11.5, right? It's kind of that best of both worlds. You can do everything.
Okay.
But a 10.3, that's cool.
It is. They all there. First of all, it's Knights, man. Shout out to Trey Knight, awesome dude.
I think of them as like a contract motivated company. I don't want to speak for Knights when I say that, but that from the consumer side, I look at them. They have a contract that someone puts out, right, for a bid for like the Hunter project, right, from UK, and they'll make a gun that fits it to a T in the best way they can possible,
Right.
and then you get whatever is left over from that contract.
That's very true.
But I mean, so obviously one of the things I really like is the historical firearm development side of things, right?
Yes.
And that's how guns typically were always made, right? Like people were designing a gun to sell to the military because that's where the money was. You get guaranteed sales in the thousands of units. Like that's what they wanted to design for. And then, they didn't adopt it. Well, we got to make money somehow and recoup our development costs. So you start selling it on the market. So, I mean, it sounds kind of weird nowadays to say, they're a contract-oriented company. That's how all firearm development was.
Yeah, like I think of FN as a similar way because, we don't have to be able to have the FN 249S that Santa normally features on our channel. But we're able to provide that because FN gives that to consumers, which is amazing. I mean, if they're providing it to the military, they're like, hey, we can give you a semi-auto version as a civilian.
That is true. I
mean, yeah.
Using that logic, any gun company could do the same thing. Yeet cannons for, the public and police. I believe into it.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, basically, I have the at-home
only
version
Yeet
of the
cannons they
K3,
have.
which is just the high point AR pistol, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
I think the only yeet cannons the police have were not issued to them.
Remember, there's only one forge.
Recovered?
They don't
Recovered?
really make anything.
Yeah, recover is a good way of putting it.
Oh, wow.
Have you shot Knights?
I have
Eliza?
not. No. So
It's-
that could be remedied.
I think we got to. Yeah, we haven't
Well, shucks. Look at that.
we haven't had any Knights guns here in a little while.
Oh, yeah, because we did. We featured the
Yeah.
SR-15 and the SR-25. They're gone.
No, the SR-25's here.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 But SR-15, which is basically that, but 3.0 or 3.2 bolt. So
It's like when we get it in, it's gone to the people.
It is.
Yeah, when an SR-15
We give it to
comes in.
you,
Yeah,
the
pretty much.
people.
Pretty much.
Like, Stoner did a great job, man.
There it is.
Oh, look at that thing. America's
Beautiful.
heaviest 308.
Wow.
So when I see this gun, I mean, it literally just it screams Eugene Stoner.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Stoner's rifle,
Yeah.
SR. Yeah.
Is
It's-
that the one we did in the AR-10 versus the
I think
AR-15?
we
and the 300
featured a different AR-10, but I think we brought it to the range that day.
buck? Okay, yeah.
I think it was a Stag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and to clarify, this is like, an
AR-10.
AR-10. It's not an LR
308.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Very
an
good point.
And there is a difference, folks, for the folks who don't know. So that's a solid setup, man. What other companies have got some stuff going on?
Well, I'm looking forward to following up with some of the companies
Yeah.
that I've spoken to previously, like Insight. They were developing the American-made SVD.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the Dragunov.
Yeah, and so I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to follow up on my interview from last year. They were still in development. I'd love to see where they are right now, and maybe get a pre-order in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was also another company last year that did something with like a G36.
Yeah, so that was
Sventis?
Centris.
Okay, Centris.
Yeah, so they
SunTrust?
they're doing additive manufacturing, which a lot of people are doing for suppressors, but for G36.
Right.
To kind of, once they create the mold, they get it together, they feel confident in it. It's an aluminum G36 instead of
polymer.
like 90% polymer, at least the outer shell being with a normal G36. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see if they put it together and how well it's working.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was another American, well, at least they were importing into America, some Daewoo's.
Yep.
The cars? I'm kidding.
So yeah, I haven't really seen. I mean, I'm not someone who necessarily stays on the forefront of firearm news all the time, but we had Daewoo rifles that were going to be coming back in the States for the first time in a really long time, and so that's very interesting. I haven't seen them available yet, so I would love to see. Do we have a time when they are going to be available now? Because not only was it going to be the rifles, they were also looking at some handguns, and there were other prospective rifles they were looking to bring in afterwards. So yeah, I mean, I certainly would be really cool to get an update on as well. I don't know, like places like Matador, I always think it's really cool to see what kind of funky lowers they come up with for the Mat 9 and stuff. What else there? Maxim. I want to see Maxim.
Logan.
So one of the great things I love about Maxim is that not only do they follow like firearms trends, where like they had talked about introducing their line of like 6 ARC and stuff, but the non-firearms kind of accessory side of things. When it comes to like 2 years ago, it was their roller delayed buffer system.
It's a buffer system, yep.
So that you could add roller delay to any AR9 and get it to smooth, a much smoother shooting platform. And then last year, John and I were talking to them about their M-Coat technology, which was like a lubricationless, super temperature resistant coating, so that you could run, your bolt basically with no lubrication in extreme heat and cold. So
Kind of like DLC or NP3 coating.
right, but so they call it M-Coat. I think you said it was derived from like a race car engine coating, and it was designed to meet a specific, kind of like what we were talking about, contract oriented. It was kind of designed to meet a specific requirement that a consumer had given them, and so I love the fact that they are a firearm company. They do follow firearms trends and develop new lines of firearms. But a lot of the things I find really interesting from Maxim, besides just how cool their booth always is kind of the surrounding periphery of the firearms technology. Because as I've always said, firearms and how they operate hasn't really advanced a lot in a while.
Right.
The technology of how firearms work, but what does advance is materials and manufacturing processes and things like that. So, sometimes like even something as boring as a new coating can make a big difference in the performance.
Yep.
Material sciences, man. That's where the push or leap
We're an
forward.
engineer. That's got to
Right.
Like-
So material sciences, it just happens to grow. And next year we'll talk about more additive manufacturing when it comes to lowers and uppers and stuff like that. So that's on the horizon right there. You just got to imagine a full Inconel like M4 lower. It'd be heavy, but you know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of crazy. So shout out to Daewoo. Guys, there's a lot of companies that make more than just what you think they do. I mean, everybody knows Daewoo is like a car company, right? They are a Korean military industrial complex. That is the K9. I mean, Daewoo makes some crazy stuff. People don't even know that GE makes a lot of things that kill people.
Really?
Oh, you mean my washer dryer?
you mean like Bavarianisch Motorwerke? The symbol is a propeller going around a blue sky?
Right.
I mean,
Like imagine that.
Wonder why that's their symbol.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I was trying to look up, there's a couple companies in 2025 SHOT Show. I feel like that was the key word that people use, was additive manufacturing in some way.
Well, there's a stigma
topic.
against there's a stigma against the other word people use to describe that process.
3D printed.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see what new gun stuff comes out. Like you said, Matador Arms, David over there, he is a genius. He's like he wants to take the AR9 platform into so many different areas, and to like what was that? We shot it was the roller delayed.
It was a roller delayed one. It was the proto. It was a prototype
at the time.
At the time, right?
And now it's going to be out. I'm sure it's not out now, which is amazing. I mean, he kind of steps it new ways. He had a bullpup one that he showed off at SHOT Show. I think there was another crazy.
Yeah, they have like the Bison magazine.
Yeah,
you can get it like Glock mags, Scorpion mags. Like they make so many lowers to go with that Mat 9 upper, and then the advancements of changing the upper to roller delayed. Like,
but wasn't it like an AR9 Bison instead of like an AK Bison?
Yeah, I mean,
like 9mm.
Yeah, I mean, so that was the thing.
Yeah.
It's the same upper, or at least it was either blowback or now the roller delayed. And you had all these lowers that were just really small changes when you think about it, like a magwell difference or something. But yeah, like think about the engineering to suddenly feed from a helical magazine. Like that's really
reliably.
Cool.
That's crazy.
Reliably.
Yeah,
right?
Another company I'm excited about is I heard it from a little birdie named Auburn.
Real subtle there.
One of my good buddies, Auburn. He was telling me about LWRC, and they're putting out a new suppressor, and it's supposed to be kind of flow through adjacent, right? Because you can't say flow through, I guess. So similar to that.
Continuous flow.
Yeah, continuous flow, however you want to say it. Right now, that might be trademarked. I don't know. There's how many ways can you slice a chicken? Anyways.
House of 1,000 cuts.
I was thinking like skin a cat, but like switching it. Yeah. Anyways, they're going to make so many different ways to just say, I mean, essentially what we all know is that you get less gas blowback into the system from a suppressor. And that's ultimately what everybody wants. They want less gas blowback. Like if you can add also less fireball out in the front of it, less or better sound, less weight, less length. That's it. You've done it. You've done it.
Things that nobody ever really says twice, right? God, I just wish it could be smaller. Like, or it could, I just wish it wasn't breathing I wish it could breathe better, but not gas me out.
Shooters want to breathe? What?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
So strange.
Static.
Especially in like shoot houses where there's no
Five guys in
continuous
one room?
airflow. Yeah.
Airflow, what's
Crazy.
that?
Yeah.
Ventilation.
Continuous
I hardly knew her.
airflow.
No, I'm not going to even try it. It's like flow through airflow, but yeah, that's stupid. Caught myself on that
It's
one.
the thought that counts.
Yeah. Well, what other things are we excited for? So let's be real. SHOT Show is also a great time to talk to other people in the industry.
Yeah.
To really, break bread with others who are in the space, who, because I always look at it like this. There's enough glitter in a jar for everyone to shine, man. So everybody does their own thing, their own way. We salute you guys for doing that. Of course, we have our way of doing things, and it's just great for everyone, especially for the 2A as a whole, to come in, be honored enough to sit here and, share the stage with everyone and just like report this stuff. And it's really awesome. So,
and I love the passion some people have for it.
Yeah.
Like the guy from Toast Starts. Right?
Yes,
Like
Toast
he came
Start,
up to us. He's like, guys, listen, I really need you to interview.
Right.
And we listened
Jordan.
to him. And we're like, absolutely, let's do it. And I love the passion he put into representing that product that he helped develop. I think it was him and his dad.
Yeah.
And, so that's one of the things I love is when you go up, and even large manufacturers, because, it's kind of a small guy. It's like a personal project. He had support, and then even some of the large manufacturers you go up to, and like they obviously care. They talk about how much they want to make sure that their company name lives up to the brand that they've established.
Yeah.
And so I gotta love that, and not be a disinterested. Just
like the guy who was at CZ.
I wasn't gonna. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's easy to get jaded in this industry. And, after we were figuring this out, I think it's my fifth or sixth SHOT Show. Like at this point, it's like you've seen a lot, right? And you can just sit there and say, oh, that's like this. That's already come out.
Right.
But like you can make the same thing. You can make it at a cheaper cost. You could make it higher quality. Like people, like you said, like there hasn't been a massive advancement in gun technology in a while, right? But there have been different ways to to skin the cat, right? There have been so many different ways to kind of improve it in other areas that others haven't.
Hammer hits firing pin, sets off primer, ignites charge, shoots bullet. Like same thing for forever. But hey, this aluminum used to be steel, and now it's moving more and more toward polymer.
Yeah.
And more exotic materials like titanium, Inconel, whatever. Like, and who knows? Like you could. There was once upon a time in which Glock's having a polymer frame was super weird, and we still look at the things like the G36 as super weird for having so much polymer in a rifle platform. There could be a time in which, we're like, no, of course it's made out of a titanium aluminum alloy for the important parts and polymer everywhere else. But it's not, kind of like how we specify things are, oh that's Bakelite. Oh, Bakelite's just plastic. Why do we say Bakelite? Well, it's a specific type of plastic. So in the future, maybe like, oh, it's not just plastic, it's this.
It makes sense.
I remember when people would say those plastic guns talking about Glock, and now we're like, it's polymer, sir.
Have some decorum. This is polymer.
Peace out.
Absolutely. So yeah, like we said, it's a great time to network, first of all, have face-to-face conversations with these companies, and also to find the diamond in the rough. Like, what are these new ones? Like, going into what we call the dungeon. The dungeon. Because it is an escalator that literally looks like you're going oh, no, you haven't been. Don't worry, you'll see.
Yeah, there's like the main SHOT Show floor, and then there's one floor before that, which is normally like, to say that they're lesser known companies, yes, well, for some of these lesser known companies, not always, and to say, but their products are incredible. You can find some amazing products down there. You can also find some wacky and strange projects that you're like,
shouldn't have been thought about.
I don't know if this is going to go to market, but glad you're here.
And as you ride the escalator down, you're going to look at across the sea of booths down there because they're all much smaller and there's a maze of them. You're like, I'm never finding my way out of here.
Yes.
It's very true.
So is there anywhere that y'all are particularly excited to go visit?
At SHOT?
Yeah, any of the companies, any on your major lists?
I've got, definitely Knights, because of course definitely need to talk to Patrick. Shout out to our boy Patrick. He's a special one. Love you, Pat. LMT.
Okay.
LMT's always been a crowd favorite. Ryan loves LMT. I love LMT. They make great rails. They make great rifles. They make great everything. Of course, hang out with the folks over at SIG. But definitely, since this is the year of like the Suppressor, I want to talk to every Suppressor company, big, small, doesn't matter, to really know what's going on, because it seems like every day, everyone and their mother is printing something out of their garage and or basement or dungeon, however you want to look at it. And that sounded weird. And they're just making great cans for the consumers. And when we say that for consumers, they're making hard use stuff, but not at like Knight's Armament level prices or Surefire prices. So, the name of the game is going to be who did it win for less and how can I do it? So that's what I really hope we can get a jump on,
Yeah.
Obviously, Zastava, go see Renko.
Woo!
Yeah.
Shout out.
Visit our friends over at High Point. Love those people. And again, like I said, check out Maximum Defense. Always a great booth and interesting to see that. And like you said, there's always just something that's so crazy, like running into Iron Monkey last year or something. Like
Austin,
just
great guy. Just
being there, you will find plenty of stuff that you did not expect. So it's hard to say, this is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the thing I didn't expect.
There you go. I like it.
But I'm also looking forward to, everybody, we all as a team get together, man. And this is one of the times of the year where we actually, guys, if I would be joking and telling you, it'd be I'd be downplaying it saying we bust our tails. We truly put in some of the toughest and hardest work ever when it comes down to this stuff, for the production value, for what it is. You know how many times John has to run to a room literally to deliver an SD card? Like, you have no clue. This man has ran 2.2 miles continuously through the Venetian and Caesar's Forum and everything.
Because we found a new gun.
Yeah.
That no one else had. And we're
right.
Like, we got to get it.
We got to get it. Like, guys, the first year, John and I, we did 14.2 miles.
was double digits. I can't remember if it was 14. but it was
14 miles of
That's
walking.
wild. Yeah.
So I mean, everybody like we split it up. We're very strategic. It's a group text
Yeah, very true.
with check marks in it that says done.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's guys, it's like we go, for lack of a better word, balls to the wall. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We do.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I don't know if I have the facilities for that.
Doesn't have the equipment.
Just whatever you do, don't pull a Brandon and say you're not going to eat.
No, I will be
Oh,
feeling.
oh.
Don't worry.
Talk about looking forward to stuff.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to eating.
The food.
There
The
you
food
go,
is
yeah.
always, world class in Vegas. It's always great to get people to try new things. Like, this is probably should be nobody's business, but we got Brandon to try a lot of new things and shot. Octopus was one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, octopus was one of them.
Like,
And that was a great moment for me because I felt like a proud dad at that moment because I was like, yes, he's trying something other than what he's used to.
Octopus, like the Ian Fleming novel.
Oh, like Jacques Cousteau, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Sorry, that was a deep cut. I would say, for me, I'm really excited to see HK.
nice.
Oh, yeah. You said they got something new.
Oh, they've always have something new. Like
Right.
that's never a surprise. HK never lets us down as far as new things that come out, whether at SHOT, whether at Enforced Hack or IWA.
Full auto boat carrier group.
Yeah, you just find the right trigger. You don't need it. So no, HK never lets us down, and I'm excited to see something new from them. I don't know what it's going to be. The last new thing that came out was kind of end of 2025. They had the MR762A4 K model, so like a 12 to 13 inch shorty 308 gun, which is really cool. Like that's on my bucket list now.
Battle
for guns.
rifle.
Yes, totally. I mean, it's so cool. And it's soft shooting still, which is crazy. So that came out. I feel like they're going to depart from 2025 being the AR 308, the MR762, MR556 kind of year, and maybe go into some other platforms. I don't know that. This
SP7.
is not me knowing behind the scenes what's coming
SP7.
out.
We're praying for it. We're begging for it.
SP7.
Yes, please.
I would take this too, a G36 or XM8 as well.
XMA, really?
Really? Matt's with me.
The tuna?
Matt's with me. Yeah, the tuna, man. The one that tried to replace the M4 that didn't.
Really? You would take
What
that?
was adopted by Malaysian Special Forces in the Navy. Yep.
This is.
And we have
Look,
one.
Some people have Google. We have Matt Capaldi.
He is our chat GPT.
Yeah, we need AI. We got Matt.
Streamers that are like, "Hey, chat." Like
get-
so
Hey, Matt.
Matt
Matt.
responded Matt.
You need
Exactly.
a shirt.
Just
you need
Matt
a shirt that says,
GPT.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt. So Matt,
Patch for next year, for sure.
That
Hey,
needs
Matt.
to be a patch.
Yeah.
I mean, HK never lets us down. They always have something cool. I'm excited. Whatever they come out with, I'm going to be into it. I would personally either SP7 or G36K, specifically the K version, because I don't need a 16-inch 5.56.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
about you think there's going to be anyone there with, let's say, shooting speed assistance technology?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of companies rising by the moment when it comes to that,
Yeah.
Let's call it by what it is. FRTs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I mean, certainly, I can imagine something like Rare Breed being there, but I wonder if there are any other companies that are going to be present.
I could imagine Rare Brain being there.
Yeah. And getting berated, too.
I hope they
Broad security.
don't make news headlines. That's all I'm going to. I mean, genuinely, I hope they don't, and for a negative reason. That's about it. But there's some other companies that are coming out with some cool stuff, like AS Designs, and I think we've heard like little things here and there about a 3-round burst FRT.
I know some of the companies that do AKs are like, as opposed to the ARs, which currently have 3 positions, force reset, safe, semi. AKs, I think there are companies coming out with that ability. So, that'd be really cool to see something for another platform beside just the AR. Not that, there's been lots of really cool developments applying the AR technology to other platforms. We'll see
Right.
just something for other platforms.
Right.
Yeah, just remember, I should clarify, not FRT. Sorry, AS Designs is not an FRT. They're not necessarily a super safety either, although they do have some out there thanks to Hoffman. Super selector, 3-position super selector with 3-round burst. Yeah, big difference because there's a difference in the design then, which means no one else can take credit for that
Or try to sue you.
They can try.
Anyone can sue anyone for anything.
Yes.
I mean, just
Yes.
throwing that out there.
What other companies are coming out? I mean, Suppressor company that's come out with something new. The Surefire. The RC4 skin. Yeah, that's a unique looking suppressor.
No, I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. Like Andrew and the guys over at Surefire do an amazing job as far as like making new suppressors that people are interested.
Yeah.
And we went to the RC3 event, and it was an awesome suppressor. We didn't experience this, but we were shooting one type of ammo while we were there. You know, there were some flash profile issues that people experienced with the RC3 specifically later on. And so the RC4 is the solution to that flash profile problem, where certain types of ammo, you were experiencing more pop out the front of it.
And
And
certain types of muzzle devices too. Yeah.
and like I want to say, I think that they do an incredible job over there with their suppressors. Jason and I both own one. This is not
We're not
sponsored.
shilling.
No, there's no like free Surefires or something like that. We paid for them. We've been running them for.
Wait,
I've been running mine for 6 years.
You didn't get yours?
Since 20
Yeah, Matt's like
since
mine is.
2014, I've had my RC2, and that thing has over 30,000 rounds in it. And I just cleaned it for the first time this year. This past year. So that
And the
it's-
military's been using it
and
for
forever and a day, and they still use it. Like our Surefire RCs and RC2s, and will always be used. So that's just what it is.
This is coming from a place of people who have experienced or have used it, like taken it out to training many times, not had issues, and come back to say it is a great product.
Yeah.
But I hope they fix some of those things that other people saw with the RC3. Yeah.
Flamethrower. If you use a war comp out the front, oh Lord.
Yeah, so for some people, the Surefire, kind of like what Jason's talking about, that war comp, and I think the closed-tied flash hider as well.
Yep.
There's no labyrinth seal on them, so there's no area for the gases basically to be stopped from shooting back at the shooter. So the ones that have a labyrinth seal, the muzzle brake, I think the three prong
and 4-prong.
4-prong. Yeah, there's a few others. And the ones that have that labyrinth seal, basically it's just a quieter suppressor overall, coming from Pew Science, is what he says. And then also there's not gas escaping from the suppressor.
Right.
It's just shooting out the front
Right.
or coming back through the system. So,
Right.
yeah. It all depends on the muzzle device you use with the suppressor.
Right.
So choose wisely.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's also other things. We got podcasts going on, so that's going to be really awesome. Our yearly podcast with KB.
Yes.
It's always a vibe. It's Kevin Brenham is definitely owner of Q, the brainchild behind 300 Blackout. You know, Kevin's also always a good
8.6
good
Blackout.
host. 8.6, the Boombox. I mean, there's a lot going on. He's always a great time to have on there, and it's become a tradition now where you're just like, after our party, I'm coming on your show, and I'm just like, make sure we get you some water and breakfast first. Heavy on the water. If you haven't seen our podcast with Kevin, go back and watch it, and you'll see the reason why Ryan and I were slightly concerned, but he made it.
Oh, we had it turned into a really good
combo.
conversation.
Yeah.
And like a deep emotional conversation. Kevin's been in the industry for so long.
Yeah.
You can like learn so much from
Yes.
him, from these small, well, I say small conversations. It was probably an hour and a half, but these conversations that ultimately like happen a small part of your day, and you just learn so much in that small
Close,
time.
intimate
always gives you
conversations that you then project to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always gives us, like, you'll always come out of it talking with him with learning something new, like something completely that you never thought of. And he'll just, let me just drop this nugget right here for you. Oh, you didn't know?
He'd be like, why do you use subsonic ammo for home defense? Oh, well, I don't want over penetration. Like, I think that, if the bullet's traveling slower, then it would probably not go as far. And he's like, what a weird thought.
Let's talk about kinetic energy and how it works. And like, he'll just go into it.
you're
You'll be like, whoa.
What? I would have thought the bullet traveling faster would go further.
Right.
But no. It doesn't, depending on the round.
Yeah.
And that's there's always something.
Always
Yeah.
something. He drops a dime every single time. He's like,
Love people
mic
like
drop.
that.
Oh, he's a hoot. He's a hoot. Absolute hoot.
Yeah, he's just fun to be around.
Yeah, and then we got another podcast coming up, which I need to respond to his DM. And this one, guys, I want to see if I can get him and Kevin at the same time. Wow, that sounded crazy. Pause. On the podcast at the same time, it's Pew Science. Yeah. And if you don't know who Pew Science is, guys, check out. He does testing of every suppressor that is high and mighty out there. He will definitely get it, throw some numbers to it, and you will know where your suppressor stacks up amongst the competition.
Yes.
So there is that. So, Jay, I got you, brother. I'm on the phone podcast. I gotta stop. I gotta stop pointing.
I'm excited for Kevin.
Yeah.
Having Kevin and Jay together. Whoa. For people who know like the history, that's exciting.
That would be epic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of those where like that'll probably never happen again. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it happens the first time.
I'm gonna try and work some voodoo over here to make it happen, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, Suppressors, Huxworks got some cool stuff. They got their 9mm can that we still have yet to actually test out. That's kind of crazy.
It's like the 36K or something like that.
But it's super light. I've felt it. Pause. That sounded weird. I've held it in my hands.
Not getting any
Still
better.
not
This
better.
is fantastic.
It's getting worse as the story progresses. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
What's great is that a lot of listeners not watching this are can't see what's happening. So
you just Stevie wondered that for them.
exactly.
Ribbon in the sky.
Or
Absolutely.
D Madness, you know.
There you go. Ayo.
So they have some cool stuff I'm excited for. Yeah, they have some cool projects. I hope they come out with some new stuff on the Huxworks side, because I mean they have a great system that they develop with flow through that they can apply to more specific calibers, I think. And I hope they do.
I wonder if PTR's coming out with anything new in their suppressor line, because like last year they came out with their 3D printed.
Event 4.
Yeah.
The PIP technology.
Yeah. So that would be interesting. I remember talking to them, and so it'd be interesting to see what kind of developments they might have in store. And of course, I love PTR because, they're from South Carolina. So.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Pew Science, I think the PTR, was it Spiritus, is like one of, if not the number one ranked 5.56, or at least it was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I still think it is. That for 5.56, still, I think 30 cal still holds to Q. I think it's the full Nelson. It still is like one of the quietest.
But yeah, I mean they did well with the Vent 1, 2, and 3, and then the Spiritus. I think that's Inconel is the big difference there, and so it's more durable, and that's amazing. So
And also another company, Cat.
yes, Cat.
They got a whole batch of new suppressors.
And we just got in how many suppressors?
Well, I think it was
from
like
them.
4 or 5.
So we're going to test them out
Yeah.
very soon and make a video.
And look, we'll have those to compare to the new ones per se, like the white bread or the ODB.
ODB.
Or what's the 22 one called?
I don't remember.
Something with a great last name, which I think is pretty funny.
What is it?
I forgot what it's called. In case you guys don't know, and I was privy to this information from my buddy who's marketing manager over at Cat. Each one of the names for the suppressors is a certain person in the industry, and I didn't know that. So if you could guess who the white bread is, kudos to you. Or who the ODB is, kudos to you as well. ODB stands for Old Dirty Bastard. So,
A few come to mind.
If you didn't know that ODB stood for Old Dirty Bastard, I feel like that's an age test.
it might be. It might be a generational thing. You're absolutely correct. But, some folks don't know. Some people don't even know what the word stunt meant. So,
That's a call to a future video. We filmed in the past that we released in the future.
that's funny.
That is.
Inside joke there. That's hilarious. What else, guys? What else? There's
Walther.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Walther. Okay, so when we were at, this was IWA and Enforced Tac in Germany, they put out their P14, and the P14 is one of the coolest pistols I've seen.
Isn't that a military gun?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a Walther PDP that has, I'm gonna find it real quick. I think it has a thread protector on the front, and also there's a comped version as well. You can check it out there. All FDE, Walther PDP style goodness with a beautiful grips and everything. And the kicker there is it has this kind of a spring system within it where even though the slide hits the back of the spring, and normally, in a pistol, once it hits the back of the spring, it fully comes back, grabs the next round, pushes it forward. That's the end of it. For the P14, there's a little bit more give after it compresses the spring fully. And I think they call it, maybe misspeaking here, like a hydraulic little
like a buffer
add-on. Yeah, it's like a buffer that dampens the recoil further once it gets to that back end of the spring. And then it has a little bit over travel and it comes forward, which also helps with the reliability and chambering next round.
Yeah, you would think you would definitely have a better recoil feeling if it never bottomed out, right? Like if it kind of...
Pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, okay, so you reach the end of spring travel and you're like, hey, we got a little extra cushion for the pushing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Jason likes that saying.
I'd say so.
Also, global ordnance. We've talked to them about Strybog and the monolith uppers, and I'd be interested to see. They've done a lot of kind of cool things when it comes to the different caliber Strybogs.
Yeah.
See if they have something new coming out. Also, it's always just super friendly guys.
Dude, the Strybog. Okay, it's one of those things. I love the Kuna, man. People. I'm sorry.
Nope,
you
go
just
ahead,
had
go
it.
ahead.
All right. So the Kuna was like everybody's favorite of 2025. Everyone's like, "Oh, the Kuna is incredible." No, and it is. It's a great gun, right? It's roller delayed and it has some awesome features. It's ergonomic, which I love. The Strybog SP9A3, which came out I think 3 years ago, before the Kuna, does all those things that the Kuna does, and I'm like, okay. And then not only that, but the Strybog went a step further. And you can take different magazines. You don't have to have a Strybog specific or Kuna specific magazine. There's also Glock fed Strybogs. I believe they make some other ones as well
CZ,
for that one.
Scorpion.
CZ, yeah, I know. Like Lingle Industries make some different lowers for that one, so you can put different magazines. I'm like, wait, so what everyone loves with the Kuna has already been out.
Wow.
Okay, and at the same price point too. Like there might be like little differences here and there depending on which model of Strybog you get. About the same. So you don't get proprietary mags and you get all the greatness of the Kuna in a Strybog. I feel like it's been overlooked.
Sounds good, yeah.
Just being honest.
Yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes because the market seems to like pick a option and support that option, and sometimes you really look at it and you're like, but why? Like, there's a better, more feature-rich option. Why would you not choose that?
Yeah, and if it was, at a different price point or something, or it was
$1,000 more or something.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, we're like, hey, you can make it cheaper, you can add more to it that this other company didn't. I'm all for it. Then I'm game. Let's talk about it more. But I felt like the Kuna got really hyped up, so much so where I think Springfield was taken back by it. They were like, whoa, we didn't expect this kind of response. And
they're a marketing
yeah,
company.
you couldn't get them for 6 months. Exactly. Yeah. So I think Brandon has something to talk about.
Oh yeah, clips.
Oh, yeah.
No, more than clips.
Oh, more than clips.
Yes. So I got quite a bit of things. I feel like I'm straddling you here, Matt. This is kind of fun. So first and foremost, I want to start off with just something I'm looking forward to. I don't know how many people paid attention during the GOA event. Lead and Steel came up with like a new company called Cord. They took their engineers and brought them over here. And they said they had a few projects they would be working on. They've had some pretty good optics in the past, so I'm hoping for some sort of innovation because he seemed really confident, both on and off camera, that something was going to happen. So I'm hoping for that. And then beyond that, what's up, camera? Look at that one. We'll be doing a lot of shorts is the idea. So some for main channel, some for CF clips. So I'll be doing a little bit of both. 60-second interviews is kind of the path I'm choosing right now. Walking up to someone and saying, well, what do you want to talk about? What do you got for us? 60 seconds to tell us all the details. So
The good and the short.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. And the short, because
60 seconds is your best performance, is what I'm hearing.
100%. Like anything more than that, and that's not going to happen. It
The
just
good, the
doesn't
short, and the ugly.
So that'll be fun. Let me know in the comments if you guys have anything that you want me just to do a 60-second interview on specifically that may not be mainstream. So, okay, you can have your Mac back.
Awesome.
Yeah. The mag or the mic?
Your Mac back.
The Mac.
Mac bang. Yeah, so, oh, there's something new.
There was apparently a ported upper receiver that got announced with some Paulson optics.
Oh, yeah. I saw
What was
that. The ported upper receiver, like there's drilled portholes. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I hate having a phone for podcast, but sometimes it's needed. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking about it, that's a company who's coming out with some new stuff
on screen. That's interesting.
Hollow Sun coming out with what their rendition of the Wilcox Boss XE, putting an IR laser illuminator and vis laser inside of an optic.
Now this is interesting. Sorry, Jason. Josh sent me a ported
Can't
upper
get any of
receiver.
these names right.
No
Too
one
many
There's
J's.
so many.
No one's safe.
The Donovan Manufacturing ported upper.
I bet you it comes with a Raptor SD.
Okay, that's hilarious. That's good. So, honestly, this makes a lot of sense with that, Jason. If you look at it, we'll put pictures up. There's 4 ports. There's 4 ports at the top of the upper receiver that, in theory, would help leak out gas so it doesn't come back to the shooter's face. Pause. And with that, I think, in theory, it's a good idea. I don't know in practice how it's going to work, but we'll see.
way to
Yeah,
find
because letting gas out at the top is going to solve your problems with that.
Jason's joke was the Radiant SD was marketed to reduce gas back to your face.
So, guys, let's just have a thermodynamics class or just pressure class real quick. If I Swiss cheese the top of my car, okay, does that mean it's going to breathe better?
It's continuous airflow.
There you go. Where does that go? Where does that regular Radiants makes sense. Radiant SDs, no. Sorry.
Also, I can't help but, as the left-handed shooter of the team, note that that's going to push gas directly into my face.
Right, directly.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Jet stream, sir.
Yeah,
You're going to have chemtrails into
Like,
your
Just don't be left-handed.
shotgunning it directly into
Right.
my
There
face.
could be a left-hand ported option. What if it was on the left side?
So here's the thing: things that are specifically right or left-handed are bad. Just
That's a good take.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's the same way I feel about Ambi.
the ambi's bad.
Notice it got real quiet in here.
Fine.
No, I love ambulatory receivers. That's why. But no, this is interesting. I mean, look, try something new, right? Sometimes it'll work.
Yeah,
sometimes
but
it
new
won't.
and smart.
Hey,
Okay.
Listen, it's their money, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have to try something new to try something smart.
And actually, no, but so that makes so much sense, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, that's how development happens, right? So Smith & Wesson patents the bored-through cylinder for a revolver.
Yep.
So everyone else has to figure out a way to make a revolver that can compete commercially without using a bored-through cylinder. And people go through really dumb ideas and
That's very true.
iterations. And sometimes we look back and we're like, well, but that was obvious. Like, this is stupid. This is great. No, we know that with the benefit of history. So sometimes it is the second or third attempt at doing something that takes off, and
Trial
the
and
first
error.
attempt is not the winner. So maybe in the future all of our guns will have sunroofs. Who knows? But I doubt it. I doubt it.
Go through a top visit.
I mean, what's weird is, like, in a certain respect, talking about pressure systems and stuff, like, doesn't that just contribute to the idea that it would come back in your face? Because, like, okay, so the gas is trying to come back, and now there is ventilation where air can literally suck it
Right.
back.
Yeah.
Right.
Pause. But
That sounded crazy.
No.
But
So
we're
I'm
following.
You're right. No, and what you're saying is ultimately is don't be scared of failure, because that's how you get to success.
that's true. You know, like,
This just turned into a David Goggins.
well, like, I keep thinking about his example of the car. Like, so the air passing over the car is going to literally be pulling air out of the cab, contributing to air from the engine compartment coming into the cab. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we call forced induction, folks. So-
like it's like how they heat up forges and stuff, right? Like you force air over, a pipe to draw air through. Anyway, so like it really seems like a bizarre idea to try.
Thank you. I'm finally great. I'm so glad. Welcome to Thermodynamics, folks.
Bet you didn't think you were getting this part of the podcast.
Unhinged.
I forgot my lab coat at home. Yeah.
Mine's over there in the corner.
Yeah,
very true.
Matt does have it.
Literally true though.
Will we have a podcast after dark?
At SHOT Show? All right.
Get the Woodford ready.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
We did that last year. We had a wrap up of every day. Or was it every day, Brandon, that we did this? The last wrap up, Brandon? Did we do
Brandon.
We did a podcast at the end of the time or like a continuation of like what happened during the day and like the wrap up portion?
Oh, yes. That is also a part of something. I may have forgot one or two things. But kind of just recap on the day.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to turn them into like top 5 things throughout the day.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask if I find of us, the first 5 of us I can when it gets closer to the end of the show, and just say, kind of like interview style.
There are only 5.
Yeah, all 5 of us.
There are camera people too. They count.
Those are people. They're
Jeez, guys.
walking equipment. Come on.
Walking.
Matt, I'm going to keep that in mind.
I think it would be funny, Brandon, is if you just find us randomly on the showroom floor and like you could be doing other things and you're just like, hey, what's the best thing you've seen today? Like out of nowhere.
Whoa,
and then you're
yeah.
like, whoa, where did
That's
come
legitimately
from?
like what I plan on doing. I might even, if I know somebody that you guys are interviewing, I may just interrupt that interview and just ask you guys that.
Or
Oh,
make
it's
sure
really
you
embarrassing.
hide and catch us right in the least expected time, and make sure that there's a scare.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, you didn't see it. Last year he did that. He would photobomb or video bomb everyone he could find.
The
and like
Glock
do some-
booth.
The
The
Glock
Glock
booth was hilarious. Yeah, he would do
Yes.
that. He'd be like a little gopher coming up. Like,
Look, some of us got our filming done early and just decided to mess with you guys.
That's
towards the
very
end.
true. That's very true. That was. I'll never forget that. Brandon was like, "Oh, like the Jacob Gray one." He was just. Oh, he just like yeah. I was like,
Pretty sure I
what's going on?
sat in a seat and I just
Yeah.
looked around and kept moving the seat,
Yeah,
just kind of
kept on
looking
going.
around. And
Yeah. Fun fact.
Nice.
Good times,
Yeah.
good
So
times.
it's like
Good times.
when Angela walks up on Dwight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you come from?
Cool.
Oh man, but guys, SHOT Show's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Again, a time where the industry comes together for a common cause and a commonality, and to just bring new stuff to the table, or just bring light to things that have already been out, or to have reimagination. So that's gonna be really awesome. And the team is physically ready,
Yeah.
mentally. We'll get there.
Short form and long form content this year.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot cranking at you
Gonna be a lot
guys.
of new things.
Yeah, a lot.
You got to be cranking it a lot.
All right. Last question. Podcast. Eliza,
Yeah.
what are you most excited about?
Most excited, honestly, just being able to have kind of like that baptism by fire, where it's just all of the things. That's kind of a cop out answer. I am specifically excited to go to the Griffin booth. I'm
Okay.
excited to go check out Griffin Armament. Been in the market for a while for one of those. So, but overall, just being able to kind of see more in depth of the industry and kind of how it operates, and just meet a bunch of great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have a whole heck of a lot of awesome memories and experiences. So,
Oh,
Make sure you-
Griffin.
make sure you bring some rubber bands around your wrist when you come.
okay.
They're for cards.
Oh,
The massive amounts of stack of cards.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so serious.
No, you're
Like,
right.
you-
That's a good
For
point.
real. It's, yeah. It gets crazy. Or the badge holder. We got to get you an official
Yes.
badge
oh
holder.
my gosh, I'll be official.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. We found it.
Thank you.
Out of nowhere.
Sweet.
Ask and you shall receive.
Beautiful. I didn't even ask. That was the cool part. I just received.
Jason.
It was implied.
Yeah.
Implied.
There's business cards in there too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just giving me a head start?
Yeah.
Who needs rubber bands?
Seed collection. Seed collection.
Sweet.
You're right though. Griffin makes some really cool stuff. They're Mark II low receiver. Mm-hmm. For the price point, is possibly the best low receiver on the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to just meet a lot of the people that I've just been hearing so many great things about too. So that'll be fun.
Interesting folks are out there.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been to some NRA shows. So I'm excited
Also,
for
our comment
shot.
section.
Matt, what about you, bro?
Obviously, seeing faces from other companies that I only get to see at shows. You know, people, some who might have used to work here, like Aaron, or friends at places like Arrow and Century, and just Adam's a great guy. Look forward to
All
bumping into
6'7" of him.
Oh my god! But you know what? I mean, he's so gentle when he hugs you. It's fine.
I'm excited to see Clint. We'll probably see Clint there.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Hang out, get a drink afterwards, something.
Yeah. Yep.
Salespeople who I speak to on my other side of my job, doing the business stuff, from different distributors and stuff. I plan on meeting some of those people out there. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting. You have these relationships, and a lot of them are kind of non-visual, right? Like you collaborate with people, or you watch their content, they might watch your content. You work with them on a professional level. But it's not face to face, and this is kind of the 1 to 2 times a year that I get to see these people face to face.
Right.
So I'm certainly looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Right?
Just the most excited thing for to see. I have a really good time, like with our team dynamic. Damn it! And was that yours? But right, like we have such a fun time.
It is
like
it is so fluid.
It is.
It is so fluid.
It's this thing where it's like you all know everyone around you is contributing to something that you really care about, and it's rare to be at a workplace where you are able to experience that.
Yeah.
To where everybody's working towards something wholeheartedly and together as a team to just make it happen.
And giving their all.
And to do something that other companies can't, not because you don't have the money or resources to, but they don't have the effort and willingness to.
Yeah. We're the best
and the
at
know-how.
doing it because of what we put into it. And that to me is like the gold, the cloak of what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, how many companies out there are putting out same day coverage starting like
don't worry, we'll wait. Oh, that's us. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was going to say, our buddies over at TFB TV.
Who? Who?
Come on, stop.
No, I'm just playing.
No, yeah,
James,
I was going to say,
we
that
love
is
gun
not,
shorts,
that
like-
is not how we operate. They are our buddies.
They are awesome.
Yes,
They're absolutely
100%.
awesome.
We were hanging over his birthday last year.
That is
We all
true.
went out to dinner on
It should be
James'
his birthday this year.
Yeah, probably.
Momofuku, great spot.
Like, yeah, there is
Back
no
room.
bad blood there.
Yeah. No, James is
Absolutely
awesome, and his whole crew is
Unless he
kills
wants
it.
it.
You see what I'm saying? I like that. Bring it on. No, we're just messing. Solid, folks. But to peel the onion back on what Ryan said, it is the one time, like I said, for the viewers and the listeners who folks think it's all fun and games, it's not. This is one of the most serious times that we ever have as a unit, and it is like we are like the 2002 Patriots. Like, seriously, everybody has got their assignment, everybody's got their job, and we come together and we win a game. Like, that's exactly what it is. And we kill it, from our editors to first of all, team of editors.
Yes.
To the folks on the email side who are pumping this stuff through. So shout out to all you guys who do this, everybody on the marketing side.
You're welcome.
Grant,
I'm
Right.
sorry.
Grant,
to all of us.
Walker, John, Kayla.
I want to shout out Matt, our editor, who's probably editing this video. Does an incredible job.
killing it.
Matt, thank you for all you do.
He is the cinematic genius
Yes.
when it comes to this
KS3
thing.
video right here.
Yeah.
Killed it with that video.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
he
to-
color graded for 3 days on it. You
Right.
guys better appreciate it.
And to everyone, even from our leadership, for first of all, like believing in us and allowing us to do this like time and time again, and
Spending
never
all
really
that money.
spending all that money and allowing us to throw stuff down and really doing it for the love of what we do. To our warehouse team who kills it in Matt's absence when he's not here, like shout out to them, Miss Tammy, we love you.
Yeah,
Like,
believe it or not, Matt does other things besides video.
Yeah.
I know.
they really, and that just goes to show Matt's expert tutelage in there,
Yes.
that he can have this time to take away from what he really loves doing, and it comes to do something else that he really loves doing as well. So like,
I'm super blessed.
he is very. We are blessed to have you, bro.
Yes.
We're blessed to have you. And for Eliza, your first one. Brandon, to John, to everyone that's going to be involved, man. We really do appreciate you guys, and we're ready to kill it yet again
I'm
for the
getting
2026 season.
And not a single one of us could do it here without all the people watching at home
Yeah,
and supporting us
guys.
and being able to
Yes.
watch the SHOT Show, comment on, tell us
Yes.
what you guys want, kind of just putting us on our toes, right? You guys are like, hey, we hold you to a high standard,
Right.
and we want you guys to succeed, so you guys better bring it.
Right.
And we would not bring it without you guys giving us that standard to live by. So
Love it.
we appreciate
Wow.
it.
So on that note, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. Thanks to everybody being here, and we appreciate you. And we'll see you guys later.
God bless.
God bless.
See you in Vegas.